Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Total Extreme Wrestling. This is WWE 2020. We're on the road to the Royal Rumble in our Road to Wrestlemania series. Week 3 here in January. We're up to main event. Royal Rumble is in week 4, so not too far away from getting to the Royal Rumble. Let's take a quick look at the recap. On the last stream that we had a 80 rated Raw. That's where we left off, which included a Drew McIntyre babyface turn. And that was interesting, with Brock Lesnar destroying McIntyre, basically announcing that Lesnar and McIntyre's going to have the Royal Rumble after Drew McIntyre won a big 6-man elimination match. He beat Rollins, Owens, Orton, Mysterio, and Styles all in one match. It's a pretty great victory. It's a hell of a win, but he paid the price when Lesnar beat him up afterwards. We had Lana and Lashley beat Rusev and Liv Morgan in a mixed tag match, which was the shits. Aleister Black beat Andrade. That was a good match. Natalya, Sarah Logan, Becky Lynch, and Kairi Sane had a great match, 77. And we had Montez Ford and Carl Anderson. So, not too bad, not too bad. In the Lashley-Lana storyline, we also had Liv Morgan showing Lashley footage of them together at a hotel. So Lashley learned that Lana did in fact cheat on Lashley with Liv Morgan, so Lana just can't help herself. On SmackDown was a 76 rated show. Roman Reigns and King Corbin absolutely shit the bed with a 64 rated match. It was terrible. Baron Corbin was god awful. It was terrible. And after the match, we had Roman Reigns make Baron Corbin eat dog food, which was the ultimate revenge. Fantastic storyline. Good shit. Sasha beat Dana Brooke, Strowman beat Cesaro. That was a good match, 78, so that was very good. Daniel Bryan was laid out by somebody, aka The Fiend. And we have Kofi Kingston get a win over Drew Gulak. Shorty and Ali beat the B team. And Otis bought Mandy Rose some chocolate after last week's disaster because he bought her daisies instead of roses. And Mandy Rose was furious because she's on a diet, obviously. So, yeah, Otis is trying his best to make Mandy Rose happy. He just can't get it done. But that was the last couple of shows that we had. The ratings are pretty solid. Currently, SmackDown is getting a stronger rating, but we did lose. Well, we lost 2 million viewers just about from our first show to our last. About 1.7 million viewers we lost. So that seems about right. So we went from 79 to a 76. We lost 1.7 million. I mean, I guess that goes to show Baron Corbin and Roman Reigns. Nobody wanted to see that, so fair enough. Raw, we got 17 million viewers, which was a gain. So we're actually gaining viewers on Raw versus losing viewers on SmackDown. Interesting. The good news is some guys are coming back from injury very soon. Jeff Hardy and Ruby Riott back in the next week. Lars Sullivan not too much further away. Same with the Usos, which will be good to have just to beef up the roster a little bit. Our storylines are all set in stone, so we're pretty much ready to go for the Royal Rumble. We just need another week or two to build them up and try and improve the storyline here. As you can see, there's a few that are quite low, especially the Royal Rumble storyline. That's a bit of a concern how low they are, but we can try and improve that ASAP in the next couple of weeks. They should be fine. So let's get into it. Let's start booking this week's main event. And let's see if there's any issues this week. There isn't because, you know, surprisingly our backstage is really good. The locker room is really, really good. There's not too many issues at all. Only really Lesnar, Heyman, and Seth Rollins at the moment are negative influences. So surprisingly, we don't really have anything to deal with on a week-to-week basis. Unlike the Attitude Era, everybody was hating each other, everyone wanted to fight. In the current days, everyone's getting along, which is surprising. All right, let's book the show. This is this week's main event, and we've gone overseas, going to Japan this week. Let's take a look. Start things off with Asuka and Kairi Sane cutting a promo on Becky Lynch, which I thought would be better than what that was, but there you go. 56. Titus O'Neil and Eric Rowan had a 5-star disaster with Eric Rowan 42, Titus O'Neil 30. Eric Rowan picked up the win with the way. What a great finisher name. The Way. Titus O'Neil's not suited to his gimmick. Okay. Shinsuke Nakamura cut a promo on Braun Strowman. Very good one. 92. Nakamura and Strowman gaining plenty of heat there, which is fantastic to see. The OC took on Heavy Machinery and picked up a win as well. Anderson Gallows around the mid-60s. And Tucker and Otis 25 and 21. So bad from Heavy Machinery. Obviously, they got very bad popularity, so we need to improve that. But the OC really, really good though. Obviously, coming over back to Japan, they got a bit of pop there, so you'd expect that. Good stuff. And the main event was Akira Tozawa versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the Intercontinental Championship. Nakamura picked up the win. We made it a pretty long match, about a 20-minute match, so we definitely wanted to step it up a little bit and rated as a 71 rated match, so not too bad. Last segment was a good one though. Braun Strowman saved Tozawa from a beatdown from Nakamura, and he cleared the ring. So Strowman and Nakamura continuing that storyline right there for 91. So two very good segments for Nakamura and Strowman here on this week's main event, and that will close things out. And well, we used Tozawa too much on the show, and same with Tucker and Otis. But overall, a 67 rated show. Velveteen Dream has become the new NXT champion after beating Adam Cole in a 50 rated main event. Interesting, wow. Velveteen Dream getting the big win. I would not have expected that. There you go. So Adam Cole drops the title. Velveteen Dream, who's got 38 pop, takes the win. Adam Cole lost a popularity point after taking the L, so there you go. So he put over Velveteen Dream right there. They had 629,000 viewers watching for 3,000 in attendance. AEW, 1.23 million viewers for 3,800 in attendance, so they are on the rise. Jericho defeated Kazarian to retain the world title in the main event for 77. Cody and Dustin beat the Young Bucks by DQ for 74. Nyla Rose beat Sheeta for 49. Pac beat Joey Janela for 73. And Ortiz defeated Chucky T and Alex Reynolds. So Ruby Riott is now back. She's now available. 45 popularity. So she's back from injury. She's not a bad worker, so she'll be pretty useful for us. I might bring her back in the Women's Royal Rumble. And a lot of people in developmental want to get called up. That's going to be an issue forever. Everyone's going to want to get called up. Alright, this is this week's SmackDown. Let's take a look at the results. Dio Madden gets a match in the pre-show with Johnny Gargano. Gargano 52, Dio Madden 29. Johnny picks up the win. We kicked off the show with Roman Reigns saying that the Royal Rumble is his chance to complete his big comeback and go on to WrestleMania. So he's hoping to win the Rumble there. 79 for his promo. Not bad. Not bad. Matt Hardy had a match against Dolph Ziggler for 72. Ziggler 74. Hardy 66. It's a pretty good match. Dolph Ziggler actually performed really nicely. Not bad. Sasha Banks and Bayley were mocking Lacey and Dana Brooks. A bit of a scathing promo there. 58. Gaining storyline heat, which is good signs. Robert Roode and Shorty G for 66. Oh yeah, they were tag team champs once, weren't they? Well, they teamed up and took each other on for a good match with great chemistry. 67 from Roode, 59 from Shorty G. Chad Gable, I hate Shorty G. Why is he called that? Roode and G have great chemistry, so very good stuff. Very good stuff. 12-minute match. Robert Roode picked up the win, 66. Daniel Bryan addresses his attack from last week, so Bryan was attacked by what we'd assume would be the Fiend. We didn't see it, but Bryan was laid out backstage. Bryan addressed it this week. Elias says he's got a song ready to go for the Royal Rumble. He's looking forward to playing it, so he's going to have a big event planned for 76. Elias then teamed up with the New Day to take on King Corbin and the Revival for 71. Elias 68, Kofi 81, Big E 70, King Corbin 61, and the Revival 52 and 53, advancing the Royal Rumble storyline. Not too bad, 71 overall. Otis was backstage with Mandy Rose. He bought her a puppy this week. but she's allergic. Things just can't get, it's just not going well. He just can't get it right, Otis. He's trying his best to make Mandy Rose happy and get her to like him, but he just can't get it done. 39. Lacey Evans then took on Bayley and picked up the win. Lacey defeated Bayley thanks to the distraction by Dana Brooke for 48. Lacey Evans 44, Bayley 51. And then we had a Firefly Funhouse segment where Bray Wyatt sent a message and a warning to Daniel Bryan about the Fiend, and how Bryan is not ready to take him on, not ready to face him. Alright, so 82 for that segment, which is really good, advancing that storyline, keeping the storyline hit good. Then our main event, Braun Strowman and Sami Zayn one-on-one for 72. Strowman 72, Zayn 73. Sami Zayn picked up the win thanks to Nakamura interfering and costing Strowman the match. Last but not least, we had a 3-on-1 beatdown. This new trio of Nakamura, Strowman, and Cesaro, Nakamura, Cesaro, and Sami Zayn beat down Strowman. So Braun Strowman's all on his own at the moment, 78 there. And that gives us a 71 rated show. There were not enough attractive women on the show to satisfy your male audience. Wow, well, we had Sasha, we had Bayley, we had Lacey, we had Dana Brooke, we had Mandy Rose. Not enough attractive women still? Alright, 71, so we are definitely getting cancelled on Fox, oh god. So last night, AEW had a pay-per-view called Gouge Away 1. Probably because their product is meant to have monthly pay-per-views, but they don't do that, so the game creates their own pay-per-views. Let's take a look. The main event, Shawn Spears versus Adam Page for 53. Chris Jericho beat Jimmy Havoc. To be honest, I forgot Jimmy Havoc was in the company. Which is a good thing, he sucks. Rio beat the Bunny. SCU beat Private Party. Butcher beat Daniels, Janela, Jungle Boy, and Santana beat Alex Reynolds, The Blade, and Sabian. The Hybrid 2 beat the Dark Order. Jake Hager had a match, beat Ortiz for 63, and Pac beat Darby Allin for 73. So there was some good matches in the card, just the main event was abysmal. Let's take a look at this week's Monday Night Raw. We start things off with a pre-show match, and we got the old DJZ taking on George Boley for 38. Two guys with bad names. 39 for Wild and 33 for Boley. We opened the show with AJ Styles, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, and Seth Rollins setting up a tag team match later on, but all promoting about the upcoming Royal Rumble. Andrade took on Buddy Murphy, and Buddy Murphy picked up the win for 59. Aleister Black tried to get himself involved and screw over Murphy, but didn't quite work out. He got Andrade instead, and we're pretty much setting up a triple threat here between Andrade, Murphy, and Aleister Black for the Rumble. Samoa Joe had a 79 rated promo, as he said he'll go through anyone to get to the WrestleMania main event. Talking about Lesnar, Randy, Styles, Rollins, anyone. He'll go through them all to get there. So, Samoa Joe, we pretty much can turn him, but I might give him another couple of segments to make sure it's perfect. Maybe at the Rumble we'll turn him officially, maybe? Maybe, no, let's do it now. Let's just do the turn now. It was a success. That way, he's a babyface, ready to go for the Rumble. Charlotte took on Zelina Vega for 52. They had a awkward bout, no chemistry. Charlotte 68, Zelina 20. Oof. Charlotte picked up the win. And then Charlotte cut a promo on the Royal Rumble participants and how she wanted to become champion again. So she wants to become champion again. So another promo from her, hopefully boosting up the Royal Rumble storyline for us there. Good promo. Hawkins and Ryder took on Mojo and Eric Young. Zack Ryder 52, Kurt Hawkins 44, Mojo 40, Eric Young good again 51. Very good from those guys. Not a bad little match. And then, well, what do you know? We actually had EC3 in a match for the 24/7 championship against Humberto Carrillo. and it was the first title defense he's had, probably the first title defense in history for the 24/7 championship, realistically. But EC3 beat Carrillo, and EC3 62, very good actually. Humberto 48. The bad news, well, our new pairing, we have Scarlett with EC3. Forget about it. They have no chemistry. That's our big brand idea of having EC3 and Scarlett as this fantastic pairing, and they have no chemistry at all, and that's completely ruined that idea. That sucks big time. Big time. And then we had EC3 being protected by Dan Mather by all the incoming 24/7 participants. So they're in the ring celebrating their victory, and EC3's bodyguard is protecting him as No Way Jose, Kira Tozawa, Titus O'Neil, and the Singh brothers are all coming out to try and attack EC3 to get the 24/7 championship, but they all get laid out by the big man right there. So there you go. So this bad pairing is really going to affect EC3's chances of success, I feel. It's a real disappointment. Yeah, I'll be better off without Scarlett. That's a shame. Maybe, look, we haven't established it that much. We can get another woman to follow him around and be his partner in crime. Speaking of partners, we've got Lana and Lashley out there with Jerry Lawler, who's holding the King's Court as he tries to give them couples counseling. Yeah, take it from Jerry to get couples counseling. Good idea. But Jerry Lawler is trying to fix Lana and Lashley's issues with Rusev and Liv Morgan. So their relationship's on the rocks, but Jerry Lawler, he'll fix it, don't you worry. So there you go. 62 for that one. It actually gained storyline heat. There you go. R-Truth and Shelton Benjamin had a match. We gave Shelton Benjamin a win just to give him some hope that he might do okay in the Royal Rumble. Two veterans going at it, 57 match. Brock Lesnar's on the show. He showed up for once with Paul Heyman. That's 2 weeks in a row he showed up. That's impressive. Paul Heyman begged Drew McIntyre to not show up at the Royal Rumble for his own health and safety. Of course, last week on Raw, McIntyre was beaten down badly by Brock Lesnar after his big six-man win. So Lesnar, promises to hurt McIntyre again if he shows up at the Rumble for their title match. 85, which is a good segment indeed. Rey Mysterio picked up a win over Luke Gallows for 67. So we had, wanted to give Mysterio a nice win, but also have Gallows out there to advance the OC and Street Profits storyline, with the Street Profits talking some trash on commentary about Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. So Mysterio 80, Gallows 53, 67 match. We really just want to get Rey a nice win heading into the Rumble. And then our main event didn't quite live up to expectations. 75 rated. You'd think this would have been better. Rollins 83, Styles 86, Owens 80, Randy Orton 84. Yeah. Styles and Orton was decent, we keep that storyline going, keep the Joe and Owens storyline going. Everyone performed well, but it just didn't work. Just didn't get the heat we're looking for. I guess the impact moves was a factor to really get the match over the line, but didn't quite get what we wanted out of that. And then we had a big brawl to close out the show. We had various superstars out there, including the OC, Street Profits, and the Authors of Pain, as well as Samoa Joe getting himself involved with the four guys that were already in the last match for 78. So a big brawl to close out the show and head into the Royal Rumble. So people getting thrown over the top rope, shenanigans. Overall, a 76 rated Monday Night Raw, which is not a bad show at all. That's not a bad show for where we're at the moment. We're doing okay. I just would have thought that main event would have been a little bit stronger, but it is what it is. All right, let's take a look at the news. We've got Jeff Hardy is back. Very good news. So Jeff Hardy, 67 pop, coming back. I think he's on SmackDown, which we really need some help on SmackDown. So that's a big return for us. Huge, actually. 22.34 rating for Raw. Kira Tozawa is a natural talker. Well, he's got 83 charisma. Wow. Maybe he's right. Maybe he's right. So 11,000 people showed up for Raw. 16.7 million viewers. Let's have a look at the comparison to last week. Last week we did 17.3, so we went down quite a bit in the viewership this week again. Pretty realistic, I guess. Keeps going up and down all the time. So let's take a look at this week's main event. Open up the show with Akira Tozawa cutting a promo for 61. You know what? That's not a bad promo. You know, he's got pretty good charisma and it's pretty good. Good stuff. EC3 is out there with Dan Mather and says that Scarlett was the distraction that he no longer needs. So he's getting rid of Scarlett. Forget about her. He's going to focus on being champion. Forget about the ladies. Ricochet picked up a win over Samir Singh for a 57 match. Ricochet 67 in the ring. Really good. Really, really good. We had a 6-woman tag. Carmella, Alexa Bliss, and Nikki Cross teamed up to take on Tamina and the Iconics for 50. Carmella 49, Bliss 64, Cross 30, Peyton 33, Billie Kay 42, Tamina 40. Well, there you go. We actually had a match where Tamina was not the worst person in the match. It is possible. Alexa Bliss, her team won. Speaking of Bliss, she had a promo on the Royal Rumble for 70, which is pretty good. And then we had a segment where Otis finally asks Sonya Deville, what does Mandy Rose like? He's tried Daisy's rather, tried chocolate, tried giving her a puppy. She hated all three. So what does she actually like? He probably should have asked it a few weeks ago, but Otis, he's investigating, trying to get some intel. Grand Metalik took on Andrade for 64, Metalik 52. And he's got what, 20 pop? Crazy. Andrade 71. So we wanted to give Andrade a win. He's had a few losses as of late, so we want to make sure that his momentum is still okay with another win there. And then we had The Miz in the main event, who has great chemistry with Eric Rowan. Miz with a 93 performance. What is going on there? Oh my goodness. Eric Rowan 57 for a 70 rated match. There you go. 93 from The Miz. Are you kidding me? 67 rated main event. You know what? Main event's not that far away from being as good as SmackDown, and that's a problem. Well, I think that'll do it for today's stream. So if you are watching on the YouTube, thank you so much for watching here today. If you enjoyed it, please do leave a like on it and subscribe to see more episodes coming up soon, including the Royal Rumble, which will be coming up in the next episode.